You ever wanted to know about tree service and insurance claims? Part one overview. What's up, guys? My name is Mark Russell. I am a licensed insurance adjuster and a certified arborist. Been at it 22 years. Man, I'm just going to, on this little blog post, I've just had all this stuff in my mind thinking about what I was going to talk about. And I'm just going to spit some stuff out here to maybe give you guys some teasers for questions to ask. Okay, so I'm just going to address a lot of the stuff that I see out there, misconceptions. Let's just talk, like, this is high level stuff, and I'm going to blast through as much as I can. Like, okay, so an insurance policy is what's called a first party liability contract. Okay, first party liability means that the person who signed it, being the homeowner, and the carrier agrees to a set of terms and conditions. If that condition is hit, which is known as an event, then coverage is afforded. So the coverage typically is just to repair the damaged item. What is a damaged item? Most policies have what's called coverage A, coverage B. Coverage A is the house. Coverage B is anything such as a pool, a deck, a separated deck. A lot of times coverage A is going to be on a deck. Let's see, a separated garage might be coverage B, like a swing set. And what's the difference between coverage A and coverage B, and even coverage C, which is personal belongings? On some policies, it goes to coverage D. So the difference is that there are different allotments, there are different caps or maxes on these different coverages. So typically speaking, coverage A, let's say the house is worth $150,000. Coverage A would cap at $150,000. Coverage B would be, again, this is all typical, depends on your state, and it more than anything depends on the policy of the actual policy, the verbiage in the policy. Okay, so coverage B is typically 5 to 10%. Normally it's 10, some places it's 5. So coverage B would be like $15,000. So if a tree hits a separated garage, you've got $15,000 to both remove the tree off the garage, tarp it in, fix the garage, and it's capped. That's it. Okay, so the basic process typically is a homeowner has the tree fall. Oh, mitigation versus repair work. So mitigation work is prior to, like, if you've ever filed a claim, one of the things that they say is, hey, make sure to keep pictures and take pictures and keep receipts if anyone's going to get hurt or there's a potential for further damage happening. We're going to talk about that. Ask that in the questions. That's a whole nother rabbit trail on why they say that and where it goes. But mitigation work happens kind of before the first adjuster gets out there. Do you guys know how many adjusters there are? There are so many types of adjusters. There are public adjusters. There are independent adjusters. There are CAT adjusters. There are field adjusters. There's in-house adjusters. There's so many adjusters. Do you guys know what kind of software they use? It's called Verisk. They own the world. It's so ridiculous. Dude, you have no idea how deep the rabbit hole actually goes. When you start looking at how big verisk is and how they own ISO and how they own xactware, which makes Xactimate, which every single insurance carrier in the country effectively signs up for it. You little tree guys, us little tree guys, I'm just telling you, the more you learn, the more you're like, oh man, it's a big world of insurance out there. Okay, so where were we at? We were talking coverage A, coverage B, coverage C, which is personal belongings, or it's the wrong word for it. They call it contents. We're going to talk about the basic process. Why does it take so long to get your check if you bill directly? What is being on program? Okay, what's being on program? Do you guys know about that? I do, and I'm going to tell you about it. You got to hit the like and subscribe. You got to sub on this channel. Sub on my YouTube channel. Don't do anything on Facebook. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and ask questions in the comments below. Why? It makes it relevant. And we are going to get this information out there. I am telling you guys, I have seen for years, people go back and forth, and you got to do this, and you got to write it up this way, and you got to make sure to break it out. Why do you break it out? Why? I'm going to tell you there's a reason and how you break it out. It's called Xactimate, but we'll get into the details. The details. Okay, we're also going to get into what happens if they don't pay you. How does that work? What's the process that goes into going further with that? Hey, they didn't pay you. So like all of that stuff we're going to get into. As I said before, what other overviews are we going to talk about? Equipment, how it works with Xactimate, how it breaks out, how you can make it easier for the adjuster in the way that you write your bill. The line items and the caps, like, so typically there are caps on, obviously on hauling, debris hauling, but there's all sorts of little things that go into, like, for example, when is stump grinding covered and when is stump grinding not covered? Does insurance cover removal of trees off cars or not? That's a really good one. Okay, what other things are we going to talk about? Man, my neighbor's tree fell on my fence. Whose was it? Whose responsibility is it? Let's see. What else? What other questions? See, what am I doing? I am priming the pump. I'm getting you to think so that you will comment your question, and I'm going to start making videos one after another. It's going to be everything you ever wanted to know about tree service and insurance claims. And this is part one, overview of the series. Overview of the series. Guys, I'm going to tell you, we are going to blow the lid off this bad boy, and every single tree guy in the country is going to drink from the fire hose. If you just check out some of these YouTube videos on my page, on my channel, you'll see we've got the equipment. We know what we're doing. This is my life. This is what we do, and I'm going to share it with you. And I'm not even going to charge you for it. All you got to do is hit the like, hit the subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Okay, guys, that's it. That's an overview. What other things are there? I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and let's do this thing. You guys take it easy.